Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How's it going, guys? I haven't worn this video. Not this video. I have worn this video. I haven't worn this jacket yet in a video, and I really wanted to show it off. So here it is. Got to break it in, okay? So you read that title correctly. However, we like to start off with questions from Poppy Code to answer in the beginning. But I don't think any of you guys gave any, and my phone is right over there across the way, so I don't want to check. I checked yesterday. I don't think there's a new one. If there is, we'll do it next week. If you want to sponsor this channel or this podcast and keep it going, you totally can. Links in description. You can join and be a member over on the main channel on Wineboxpapi, or you can go to our Patreon account, patreon.com/Wineboxpapi, if you would like. If not, it's totally cool, but a few things you get to see my vlogs. You get to see when I do stand-up. I'm going to be recording that shit. These also come out a week early for Patreon and YouTube members. I think I have to describe YouTube membership better to people. You know, I have way more Patreon than I do YouTube. Maybe YouTube just doesn't know how to set it up, really. I think that might be it, because you just use like a community tab to like post the unlisted links, and I think Patreon works a lot better. It seems more mainstream and easier for like somebody who doesn't navigate the YouTube web page as often. Okay, so I actually filmed this one about 2 or 3 weeks ago. However, it didn't like record, so that was fucking tight. If that happens again, I'm gonna do nothing and still use this recording software. So it was about, somebody asked about fitness and stuff, and they noticed that I've been losing weight and everything like that, which is so nice that people have noticed, comment, and give me compliments. So people bring it up all the time, and because I always talk about how I used to be fat and how I always make fun of fat people as well in my YouTube videos. I think that's just, I said on Twitter because that stands out to me as well. And it's super easy to not be fat, right? It's super easy and super not easy at the same time. My mom just said, am I done at the office? No. Am I fucking home, Mom? Anyway, but it's hard and easy at the same exact time. It's very, very weird, okay? I've always struggled with weight my entire fucking life. Absolutely, right? Like super fat in high school. People like knew I was fat. Like I was so close to having diabetes, my doctor said. And all this. So, by the way, we don't have a structure. We just talk. We just let things flow, and we have a conversation in the comments down below. But I was really fat, super, super overweight. I'm a super picky eater. I know, like, I always love carbs. I'm super carb sensitive, all of that stuff. So let's just go through what I did in the beginning. Okay, like in the beginning when I was fat, what I did to lose the weight, gained back a lot of weight, lost it again, gained back again, and then lost it again. All right? It's very weird. I've had a really bad struggle with it, and I think it's finally under control. Like right now, I'm currently in the best shape of my life. And I'll give you guys my goals. Like currently, my goal is to get down to a healthier body weight and then bulk up and get a really nice foundation. Like I'm getting really close. I think I am about healthy. I want to lose like 10 more pounds of fat, get down to a healthier body fat, like a lot leaner. Which isn't like too much leaner, but like a little bit leaner, and then bulk up, put on a foundation, because when you bulk up, you put on fat. So I want to put on a healthy foundation before my body starts losing testosterone. Because I'm about to be 24, which is still young as shit. Yeah. So let's go through what I did before and what I'm doing now and what the differences are. Sorry, I'm just looking at my text really quick. What did my mother say? Okay, cool. So, back in high school, pretty much my whole life, I was fat. All right. And then high school, sophomore year, they said, hey, man, you're really fat. Like, that's what my doctor said. He poked me in the belly. He was like, hey, Tubbo, you fat little fuck. I was like, stop. And he's like, you're going to have diabetes. I was like, yeah, that probably makes sense. And, like, my double chin was, like, moving everywhere. And I deadass had a double chin just, like, sitting there smiling. I have a picture of it on my refrigerator, which is really an ironic placement. It's an iconic placement, actually. So what I did was I would listen to what I'm doing now. Don't listen to any of these. These are just things that I did when I was younger. Don't listen to these. And I'm also not a doctor. Cross-reference and study your own things. Write things down. Cross-reference. Look at other things, what other people are doing. Never just listen to some guy. Okay. So what I did at that point, I didn't really research nutrition that much. I don't remember. I don't think I did. What I did a lot of cardio. I don't really think I lifted that much, right? I was young though. I was like 16, like 15, 16 years old. I'm pretty sure 15 is when it started, right? When I started to really work out and lose weight, and I got down to like some skinny fat. So I was like 230, 240, something like 240-ish, whatever. Got down to 175. Currently sitting at 185, I believe. But I got down to 175. And that was from just eating what my mother gave me. No extra, no seconds, no snacks in between, and a lot of cardio. That got me down. It did. It worked. And then kept it all the way off until college. It was about 175 into college. Started working out, lifting heavy, bro. Started like eating a ton, drinking a ton for the first time ever. Lifting a fuckload, put on like instantly got up to 200 pounds. And then I was looking like big as shit. Like for real, I was looking like super big. I was feeling good. I like being puffy and shit. I want to get up to that eventually again, but not as fat. And then I kept doing that, right? Like I kept like it gets kind of iffy throughout college, obviously because of the alcohol. But eventually I got back up to 247. But what I did to like bulk up and stuff, I just like eat a lot of food. I would have like whole milk, like one glass of whole milk with dinner and stuff. It was just insane. I was eating so many fucking calories, so much protein, lifting so much. It was so fun. And I got up to like 247, which is ludicrous. And then that was like right before I dropped out of college. I was feeling absolutely fucking disgusting, bloated, gross, red in the face. Ugh, heinous, so bad. Dropped out of college. I was like, told my friends, like, yo, man, I'm going to get in shape and stuff. Like, I even remember, like, there's this problem you have when you think you're not as fat as somebody else, you know? Like this one dude, I remember I told my friend, I was like, yeah, you can borrow my jacket, but he might rip it, you know, because he's fat. And then my friend was like, I think he might be bigger than you. And I was like, or no, I think you might be bigger than him. And I was like, oh my God, fuck. I'm fat as shit. Because I thought that dude was fat. I was like, I look fatter than him. Damn, right? I kind of have this body dysmorphia, though, where I look at myself currently as fatter than I am, I think. But, like, I still see myself as, like, 247 pounds, which is a lot, right? Like, I see myself as that. And I hated being fat. I hated it so much. It was awful. To me, it's, like, the worst part. Even when I see myself now, I kind of, like, am disgusted still, right? I'm in the best shape of my life, and I'm fucking disgusted. Which is bad, probably. I, like, look at myself, I'm like, that's gross. Huh. What are you, my therapist? Jeez. Yeah, that's probably bad, body dysmorphia. I should probably work on that heavily, actually. Yeah, that's a huge problem in my life, actually. Let's keep it going, though. What was I saying? That got too real. No. Did I just start singing? What was that, Batman? I literally cannot remember where I was at. Oh, yeah. So then I left. I told my friend, I was like, yo, man, I'm going to get in shape, dog. And so I dropped out. Pretty much stopped drinking. It took me a while to stop drinking eventually, but I eventually completely cut it out. Like I'll drink like every once in a while, like special occasions, concerts, birthdays, or whatever. Won't go crazy nowadays though. Waking up hungover. Like the first tip I'm gonna give you guys right there: stop drinking alcohol. Stop right now. You want to be like, man, I want to lose weight, but I like alcohol, man. That's what my friends do, man. It's a little fun. Too fucking bad. Get rid of it. Your head will be clearer. You'll be more motivated. You won't be as fat. You won't be as sluggish. You won't be as lazy. Stop drinking if you want to lose alcohol. I mean, if you want to lose fat. If you don't want to lose fat and stay fat, go ahead, drink all the alcohol you want. I don't give a shit, right? This is about you, not me. So do that. That's the easiest way. It will literally fall off of you, okay? And then I started working out, lights. I started getting into good habits quickly, right? What I did when I first left, because I have a bad back and stuff, and I really stopped working out. I was really out of shape and stuff. So I lifted lights with higher reps to get used to the correct form, right? Because bad form is really fucking bad. That will fuck you up later in life. Yeah, it's easy to lift with bad form with lightweight because it doesn't matter. But if you keep those bad habits up into heavyweight, you will wreck your shit because you might. But if you're an average person, right, you won't be going to the gym all the time, okay? Be different for fucking once, please. If you're listening to this, please, like at least 2 of you, stick with it. Jeez. Here's why most people don't stick with it. There's this book. I talk about this book heavily. Tons of people have messaged me about this book because they're like, hey, man, I heard you talk about this book all the time. I always have to fix my mustache, by the way. Really annoying. Cannot wait to get rid of this. But my girlfriend likes the big beard. I think I'm going to have it big every winter. Man, I might have ADHD. I don't. I got tested for it, but still, I'm all over the place. Why? Well, I did touch my mustache, so I guess that makes sense. Wow, I just got lost again. I'm such an asshole. Good form, take it easy in the beginning, right? Don't switch up your diet like crazy. Like don't do everything at once. Start slow, work out light, get the good habits, get used to it, get used to going to the gym. You know, don't the book. The book is what I would have to talk about. The book is called, but yeah, one sec. Like, don't be benching super heavy weight. Don't be embarrassed. Everybody starts somewhere, okay? The book is called The Dip. The Dip will explain to you what the dip is. The dip is where everything, perfect for the gym analogy, okay? The gym, in the beginning, huge gains. You're looking great. You're feeling great. You're seeing all these different changes right away. A beginner lifter sees a ton of changes instantly, very quickly. Tapers off. In about 3 months, like you're going to see people, January, February, March, about April-ish is when the New Year's people, right around that time, stop going. Because that's the dip. That's when things get hard, right? Everything's easy. It's fun for 3 months. Ooh, lifting. Ooh, look at my lats growing. And now everything's slower. Now everything's not working as well. You're not losing as much fat and gaining as much muscles as you once were. And now you really have to start dialing things in because your body is getting used to it, right? And that's where the dip is. We really have to start looking at what you're doing and each part of it, right? You have to slowly learn things and not overwhelm yourself by changing everything at once. You have to slowly change things. At least this is how I work, and I assume a lot of other people are probably similar. Do whatever works for you, but do things slower. Change one thing here, right? So, for instance, I got down from 247 to 225 fairly easily, and I was working out like hard as shit. I was like, you know, then I kind of was like drinking every other weekend. I kind of got back into those bad habits, and I kind of plateaued. I was just chilling and working out a lot. I was like, you know what, man? So that took about 9 months, probably. And don't look too much at your weight. Like, you got to get your body fat weight down. Like, don't worry about the number as well. Like, you shouldn't worry about the number to an huge amount. Usually you will gain more weight. Like, muscle is more dense than fat, right? If it takes up the same amount of area. But you'll learn these things as you go. Obviously, it's always better to work out than to not work out. So don't be like, working out's going to make me way more. It's healthier for you. But in the last 3 months, that took about 9 months of learning and slowly and getting in better, like way better shape than I was at 247. And then like the last 3 months is when I saw like real change in my body because I started implementing a bunch of different things, a bunch of all this other stuff. And that was like, I'm not really sure at the time, but then like a year or whatever. And then like now we're into 2018. I started taking it way more seriously. And now I dropped down to like 185. So that's, wait, how much weight is that? 47 to 0, that's 47 pounds, plus another 15, that's 62, right? Nice. That's pretty good. Hey, that's pretty good. Nice. Let's lose another 10, and then we could gain another 40. Yeah, do that shit. And then once you start slowly replacing your pop, you'll know how into it you are based off of when you first fucking start, or based off of this. Like, if you're drinking pop still, change that out first, right? Take out the alcohol, then change out the pop to water. Okay, don't drink anything but fucking water. What's in this? Water. Water's great. Water's good. It will clear your face up. It's good for your organs. It's good for every part of your body. Drink more of it all the time. If any of you watched me stream, man, you know how much water I drink. I would always tell people who are watching me, I think my average watch time out of a 4-hour stream was like 3 hours. So I was like, guys, drink water, drink. I had like a stay healthy bot. Everybody thought it was hilarious and kind of cringy. But it would be like, hey, you've been streaming for 2 hours. Don't forget to drink water. This is how much water you should drink. Like, stay hydrated, man. I would just always tell people, drink water. Like, I had this huge, big third of a gallon thing. Drink water. Drink as much water as possible. Yeah, dude, but water could kill you. It could be bad for you. Yeah, you're not going to drink that much. Just drink more fucking water, okay? And try and work out, if you can get like a fitness thing, you don't have to get an Apple Watch. Apple Watches are expensive, but you can get anything that tracks your movement. Try and get your averages up higher. Just try and burn more calories. The simplest way. This is how you lose fat. Okay, this is how every single person on earth loses fat ever, every person ever. Here you go. Are you ready? caloric deficit. That is it. You gain weight by being in a caloric surplus. You lose weight by being in a caloric deficit. Maintaining is eating the same calories every day and maintaining, right? By not burning, and like burning calories is a deficit, taking in too many is a surplus. Surplus, you gain weight. Deficit, you lose weight. You cannot gain weight, but you cannot gain muscle and lose fat at the same time unless you're a beginner lifter. That's it. Those are some simple things. Right now, what I'm doing is, what I do is I lift. Let's start off on a Monday. Lift, and then 10 minutes in the sauna. So lift for about 45 minutes, 10 minutes sauna. Next day, 10 minutes Stairmaster, 25-minute bike, 10-minute sauna, and then lifting the next day. And then the next day after that would be cardio. So first day lift, next day cardio, and that's forever pretty much. And then I'll probably take off like a Saturday or Sunday, or like whenever I want. If I'm like too busy or have some work to do or something, I'll be like, I don't have to go. Like if you're super consistent and stuff, you could always, like, if you want to have your off day, instead of like Saturday or Sunday, you could have it on Wednesday. You know, it doesn't really matter, but I like to keep momentum going. Momentum is, you guys could look into, if you want to, if you really are serious about this, look into the dip, and also look up when Joe Rogan talks about working out and stuff. It's really good. Like he's really like obviously into, he's in super good shape. But he talks about momentum. Try and look into momentum, because momentum is really, really important. If you've ever worked on something on your own, you know, if you've never had somebody breathing down your neck, you know, like I have nobody telling me what to do ever. Nobody tells me to do things. Like I'm in my office right now. Nobody is going to knock on the door and be like, hey man, you turn that in? Did you upload your video today? Did you do your cameos and stuff? You know, you have to do these things on your own. Nobody's going to tell you to go to the gym. Even if you get a personal trainer, they're going to be like, hey man, where are you? Right? But he's your trainer, so you can be like, I don't want to go. Right? Like you're his boss. You got to be like, hey man, where are you, motherfucker? I'm at home eating donuts. Okay? He's like, I'm working out. You're fired. Then he's going to fire you and still take your money. Momentum. You know, if you do things, if you accomplish things, no matter how simple they are, eventually those will become easy and habit. Okay, this is what I see. They become habit, and you do them without thinking. Okay, I think it takes an average of 62 days about 60 days. Differs per person and differs per thing to form a habit. Which is weird because 3 months is 90 days, and that's when the dip starts. But a lot of people suck, right, and don't really care. Build momentum, and once it becomes a habit, right, then you don't have to think about it anymore. It doesn't take, I look at doing things as a battery, right? It's a finite. Doing things is a finite battery, and you use it daily, okay? But that battery can also be strengthened, right? And it is strengthened by doing them. This is me. I could be super wrong, but I have developed this in my own mind, and I'm just talking out loud. Like, this is how I train myself to do things. This is literally how I do it. So what I do is start off slow, all right? Easy, and then you get used to those easy things, and those become your, you get momentum from doing them, and you're liking them, and you know, things are going well. Let's say with like YouTube videos, everything's going well, and you're like, oh yeah, this is no problem. Yeah, I could edit this today. Yeah, no problem. Okay, oh, I learned how to edit. I learned how to use Apple Motion. Cool, and I could practice this, and you practice getting work done. You practice lifting in the gym. You're getting good. You're not as shaky anymore. You're controlling your breathing. You're doing everything with proper form. And you don't have to actively think about it and use the willpower is the word I was looking for. Willpower is finite, and you're using the willpower to even get to the gym. You're using the willpower to even practice standing up straight, holding your core, breathing correctly. You're using willpower during that. So going overboard and adding a bunch of things like, oh, no, I got to do cardio after this. I also got to do like burpees in the sauna. Like, don't do crazy shit right away. Get momentum with those easier things that are still hard for you, right? It might be easy for somebody who's been working out their whole life, but if it's hard for you, it's hard for you. That's just the way it is, okay? You got to look past it and fucking do those. Get used to it. And then once you don't even think about doing those things anymore, add something new on. And then repeat and make them progressively harder. You know, add a healthy breakfast you have to cook in the morning. All right? Or add cardio on your off day. Do something. Add something to it. Add something that can benefit you tomorrow, today, right? That's it. That's a really good slogan. I'm running for president. Add something that could benefit you tomorrow, today. Who wants to buy some merch? That was cool, man. I like these. I really like these guys. I really like this podcast. I liked, even if you guys, it seems like you guys do. We're getting really good views. Thank you guys, by the way. 1,000 per video. One of them has 500, but damn. That's really good averages. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for listening to all this stuff. This is just like, I feel really accomplished when I do these. Is that weird? Maybe it's just different, and I just enjoy it so much. I like it. I like it, even if you guys don't like it. I think you do. I like doing it. My last little, because people might have clicked off already, I like to leave a little something at the end here for the people who didn't click off. Fuck you guys. I can see the watch time and how long you guys watch for. Little tip here. If you are embarrassed or afraid to go to the gym, good. Fear. I actually wrote this down today for myself. Let me share a little bit of I didn't get my phone earlier, but I'll get it now. But this is how much I care about you guys. I wrote this down, and this could be very, very important for you guys, and I hope this is going to be important for me as well. I know, well, because I know it is, right? I know about fear, right? YouTube, scary. Dropping out of school, scary. I've done a lot of scary things that people will be like, and you think of too much of the what ifs, right? You have to think about the what if in a different way. Like, what if I go to the gym and kill it every single day and kill my diet, eventually? What if? What if I do all of that? What if, best case scenario, right? Get in good shape. Change your fucking life. A lot of other parts of your life are going to change. You're going to be healthier, happier, faster, smarter, stronger. Every part of your body you're going to be happier. Even if you're in good shape, naturally, work out. It's good for your mental health, man. If you're fat as shit and you go to the gym, nobody's going to be making fun of you. Nobody. Even me, an asshole who makes fun of fat people on YouTube all the time. When I see a fat person at the gym, I want to high-five them. Are you kidding me? To me, if somebody makes fun, nobody will. Not even in their head. Well, they're going to be thinking, at least for me, and I'm a very judgmental person, right? I think, fuck yeah. I get really happy when I see fat people in the gym. I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? Nobody wants to see you at McDonald's. That's funny to me. That's what somebody should make fun of you for. If you're eating fat. I mean, I've been fat, remember? Like, you shouldn't be at a buffet. Man, when I see somebody drinking Pepsi or Coke or fattening food, I look at them, and I instantly think this. I really do. I go, man, it's got to be their off day. It's probably their off day. They don't do that every day. Like, I like to hope that they're working out, because being fat really does suck. I've been there. It's really terrible, man. I've been to the point where I can't even flex my stomach. I can't even, and I had, rolls standing up. Fuck. Wow. Came a long way, man. It's fucked up. Proud of myself, and I'm proud of you guys. If you guys could start this fitness journey. It's very, very important. I think everybody should do it. Everybody, unless you're that long neck fucking guy, everybody can lose a little bit of poundage. Everybody can get a little bit healthier. Everybody can work out. Everybody can get their cardio up. Even that little long neck dude, he needs to put some fucking muscle on. But you don't want to get rid of that neck. But here's something I heard today about fear, which is really good, because I'm gonna start doing stand-up and working on my bits, working on jokes, memorizing them, performing them at my house. And it's scary to get up there, and it might be scary for you to go and do the dips. It might be scary for you to go on the Stairmaster in front of everybody, do the bench press. It might be scary for you to go swimming, take your shirt off. I don't take my shirt off around people. I don't even like taking my shirt off around my girlfriend or my mother. So I'm very insecure about that stuff, right? But if you could do it, more power to you. But with fear, no matter what it is. Fear, and this was from Jimmy Iovine. Fear, I think that's his name, fuck. Fear is as strong as the Force. If you can harness, then it's a hellstorm. Use fear as a tailwind. When I'm afraid of something, I train myself to see that and to have it move me forward. I probably fucked them up. It doesn't really matter if it's straight verbatim. It's just good to know that when you're afraid of doing something, that is instantly the most important thing you ever have to do now, right? I am afraid to go up on stage. That is the most important thing I can do now ever. That's it. I was really afraid to make my first YouTube video. That was the most important thing I've ever done in my entire life. And the next thing will be stand up, And the next thing will be your next thing. I look at fear as good, you get this feeling. It's kind of fascinating, actually. I like to look at it as energy. It is an energy. It's a different type of energy, though. It's one of those things where I think Seth Godin, who is the dip writer, also talks about the little lizard brain we have that instantly makes you want to run away from doing things that are uncomfortable or frightening to you. And what I like to do, this is what I do. Whenever I get that feeling, the feeling that tells you to not do it, that feeling, where you're like, oh, I don't have to do stand up. I don't have to. I literally don't have to. I know I don't have to. Oh, I don't have to go do on the Stairmaster. Man, I just lifted, dude. I wasn't even planning on lifting today, bro. I did so good. I don't have to go on the Stairmaster. I don't have to go in the sauna. I don't got to stretch. I don't have to do that. When you're starting to like deal with yourself and with that stupid brain of yours that's telling you to do the easier thing, to do the more comfortable thing, then you have to. That's the most important time ever for you to attack that thing you're afraid of doing, or the thing that makes you feel uncomfortable, because growth is made when you're uncomfortable. Thank you guys so much for listening.